Last week, the first of a 16-week marathon training block started well, with a big 5k PB for me, and also I started to tune my body into running at goal marathon pace. This week is all about slowing everything down and trying to go slow in the hope of getting faster. I use zone and heart rate based data to ensure that I'm working on endurance. Welcome to week 2 of Project 342. Why is running easy so hard? If it was meant to be easy, then why does it feel like it's so difficult to do? So many of us run too fast on easies, me included. I'm the most guilty of people I've just mentioned. I need to commit to running easy. How many of us can honestly say we run easy on easy runs? So for me, the magic number to stay below is 131 beats per minute. And it's so much easier said than done. So I keep having to take regular walking intervals. I'm running quite slow today, but I've got a bit of time. Got nowhere to be this morning, so it feels good. But it's not easy. It's not as easy as you think an easy run would be. Right, let's pick it back up. I need to start having discipline on the build phase of this marathon training block. In the early days, I want to introduce good habits as we work towards a 3-hour 42 marathon. Okay, too fast, got to slow down. Woo. 133, 34. Kilometre 3, 7 minutes 37. I'm not in a hurry today. Towards the end of my run, and this data screen is all I've had to look at all day. I haven't been interested in anything else, pace or you know, the lap pace or anything like that. So I'm genuinely interested to see how much time I spent in the easy zone in zone 2. Did come out of it a few times, so I had to consciously slow down. But yeah, that was a really tough, easy run today. I think you'll know what I mean if you have to consciously make this decision when you're faced with it. Anyway, let's see how we did. Just coming towards the end of this workout, and at this pace, I genuinely feel like I could run all day. It feels so good. I guess you could say it feels easy. Wednesday done, second session on the road to Manchester finished. Hello everybody and welcome to Friday. So let's talk about Wednesday's run, because I'm sure you've got questions and you probably all spat your cornflakes out when I was talking about zones. So turns out my Garmin zones are all wrong, and what I thought was zone 2 was pretty much zone 1, and I've worked out and correctly calculated my zones. I took the maximum heart rate that I ran from last week's 5k, the hard 5k, which is 183, which incidentally is quite interesting because it's 220 minus 37, so yeah, pretty much works out just right there. And once you've got your resting heart rate, take that figure away from your maximum heart rate, and then that leaves you with what you call your heart rate reserve. Now what we're going to do then is we've got to find the percentages, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90% of that figure, and then once we've found those figures, we add on a resting heart rate, and then we've successfully calculated our zones. So now I've got some proper heart rate zones calculated and inputted into my Garmin that are now on my watch. Now I should be able to get some more accurate running done. So I'm just going to wait till I'm back in the middle of the easy zone, and let's see if today we can run 85% of today's run in zone 2. The question still remains though, are you running your easies too fast? Because it is very tempting and very easy to run a bit too quick. But I was running way too slow yesterday. Anyway, let's crack on and let's get this 11 or 12 kilometer run finitoed. Well, I haven't looked at my pace once yet. The only screen I've been looking at is my heart rate, and I know this hasn't been a very quick run at all, but like I said the other day, I feel like I could run all day at this pace. But I tell you what, long runs are going to feel really long if you did a zone 2 effort. Anyway, you've got to try these things when you're training. Whether I'm doing this rightly or wrongly, I don't know, but you've got to just try these things, because if there's a time for trying, it's when you're training. So I'm creeping up into the aerobic zone, so I do need to slow down a bit, but I'll reiterate what I've said a few times. It's really quite tricky to stay in zone 2, but in zone 2 that's where we lay lots of bricks to build the skyscrapers. So let's get the rest of this run finished and let's see what percentage I manage to stay in zone 2. One day I'll do this exact same run in this training block and I'll see if I can do 95%. I reckon, as a guess, I might even be in the 60s, maybe the 70s. But yes, you've got to try these things and see how they work. Anyway, today's run done. Catch you tomorrow. If you could design the most January day you could think of, you would design today. Dull, grey, windy, wet. We're still going to get it done. Marathon pace parkrun today. Let's go. 's worth travelling hundreds of miles just to see this guy on your Saturday morning.
Whatever you have left in you, shift to that fifth gear.
What a legend. Every Saturday without fail. Might bring it home at 5:09 pace. Feeling good. The magic parkrun number at this pace is 25:55. Let's see how we did. Cheers, fellas.
What a guy, proper park running. Funny time. Brilliant job.
Not far away.
Brilliant
I'll
job.
take that. Well done, everyone. Well done, guys. God, it's grim today. Oh, it's so grim. Oh. Am I going to be able to get through there? It's just, I think in about 12 hours this will all be flooded. Okay, so the river path might be off limits for a few days. Anyway, back on topic. After a brisk warm-up to parkrun on my parkrun sandwich. God, this is crazy, look at this. After a brisk warm-up, because I was running late, managed to do a 5:11 pace. I think it was about 5:11, which is great, because remember 5:11 is my magic number marathon pace for Manchester. So now I'm just doing a really super easy run home. We're at like 6:20, well, about 6:30 pace, so we're in no hurry to get back. This week has been a lot of building of my aerobic base down the lower end, and I think it's so underrated to do this kind of training. So maybe not the most high octane stuff to watch, but very useful. One more run to do tomorrow, and then we'll hit 50k for the week, and then that will be week 2 done. Let's just hope we can get home. Nope. Well, that's impassable behind me, so looks like we're going to find another way home. God, look at the Severn. Looks like the Ganges. Well, the weatherman got it right today. This is dreadful weather. Glad I got the raincoat. Difference between the old me and the new me is that if I looked out the window and seen this weather, or even seen the forecast was going to be like this, no chance would I do a run. But now I just see it as a bit of fun. Training in the rain, man, absolutely love it. You've got to learn to love this stuff, especially if you're from the UK. Got to be done right. This is real character building weather, I tell you. Oh, well, we've made it home. 14 really good, wet, soggy kilometres done. See you tomorrow. Hopefully the weather's a bit better. Well guys, we made it to Sunday. Let's get this last 7.5k run done today to take us to 50k for the week. It's going to be a nice and easy one. Nice little zone 2 run to finish the week. So let's go. One of the main reasons I love running around the lanes of Worcestershire, just stuff like this. Cracks me up every time, man. Did you hear about the frog that broke down? Got towed. I don't think that joke even makes sense, but I like it. Okay, come on, let's keep going. And then we're done for the week. Well, one thing I've learned, it's a lot easier to stay in zone 2 if you run on a flat route. Hills, running, my heart and zone 2 don't really mix that well. Flat routes, however, match made in heaven. Right, so I'm coming towards the end of my week 2 of training for Manchester. So by the way, in the comments, let me know what marathons you guys are training for, or what races. Even if it's a 5k, let me know how training's going. It'd be great to hear from you, and let's all keep each other inspired And I just wanted to say this week, where are we? 7:50. I do 7.51 because of the Strava tax. It always takes away 10 meters for some reason. There we go. So, yeah, this week. So where was I? What was I saying? Yeah, this week I've been training to heart rate and pace, which is something that I will continue to do. I don't really favour one or the other. Probably actually, having said that, I probably do prefer to train to pace. But saying that, I think I'm going to try and introduce a lot more zone-based training, because today has felt really nice, and that was just a zone 2 effort. And this week, if I think about it, has probably not been the most epic viewing that you will ever see. I don't want to play it down though, because I need to remember this stuff in marathon training is the real important stuff, you know. The low aerobic base training is hopefully the stuff that's going to get me over that line in Manchester. Anyway, I will see you in week 3. We're going to introduce a little bit of speed next week, and I want to talk to you about my shoe rotation, because I've bought a couple of new speedsters myself. So looking forward to chatting to you about some geeky shoey stuff next week. Until then, take it easy. I'll see you soon. Ta-da!